Hello, it's time for a video on Apex Legends, the newest game from Respawn. Respawn have made games in the past. They made Titanfall and they made Titanfall 2. Some of the people at Respawn used to make Call of Duty until they switched to a new studio. So what is Apex Legends? It's a battle royale game. Yes, I know, a genre that is not flooded with competitors and games at the moment now has another one. Honestly, for me personally, I do not like battle royale games. I have not liked them since their inception, pretty much, because I feel like, well, they seem like a bit of a cop-out on the arena shooter. So what is Apex Legends then, in a sea full of battle royale games? It's a game that has a very bare bones options menu, and it does. One thing which I would like to see in the controller settings would be button mapping. This is something that I honestly wish more developers would do. I understand it's very difficult to do, but I would like to see it. In regards to the video, colorblind honestly probably should be better too. Apart from that, we just have bare bones standard stuff. Maybe being able to separate out the audio would be better, but it's fine, I guess. It really is. This is just a very standard menu. Very, very standard overall. There is nothing to shout home about. There is nothing to say, hey, they've done a fantastic job here. It's pretty much the same as whatever, really. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. So, Apex Legends. Apex Legends' claim to fame, or its difference compared to its rivals, is you get legends, or characters, or heroes, or whatever you want to call them. Pretty much very similar to the Overwatch style of idea, which has existed since the end of time, and probably has existed since the beginning of time too. And that is, all of these characters all have different abilities, they all have different passives, they all have like different ultimates too. This guy has a zip line, this person has a care package which gives you health, it has a healing drone, it's able to heal people faster, get people back up. This guy deploys a shield, and this guy blows up stuff too. So all of these do different things. Then we have the standard lots of skins, lots of everything, with a packed out store. And loot boxes, because why would you not have loot boxes? So let's play Apex Legends. Ugh, I should probably just call it Apex at this point. Let's play Apex. So, Apex. Apex is a very interesting game in the fact that it takes the small things that Battle Royale games do and it does them slightly differently. What do I mean? Well, for starters, when it comes to the dropship, you can actually follow and you can actually suggest where to go, and it directs you to stay together with people. In terms of the combat is very similar. It encourages you to stay together. It has a ping system, or a voice command system that allows you to talk to people. So you can say, enemy here, I'm going here, loot here, this is an object you want, stuff like that. It's a very team-focused game, oddly enough, within the Battle Royale genre. And I actually quite like that element of it. I really do. I quite like what they've done. It feels more like a game that you should probably be playing with friends as opposed to solo. At the moment, you can only play in squads. You have a hero select screen or a character select screen, so you can pick who you want. You can then hover over these and it will tell you
we will defeat all of our enemies.
What they do, which is great.
The All-Father will gift us today.
Which
we'll win
is,
this thing
like,
together. Step or
good.
fry or die.
One complaint I do have about the game though is I do not like the loot system. And what I mean by that is I don't like how they handle loot in this game, nor do I like the spawn rate of it. I also really, really do not like the art style in regards to what people look like.
Supply ship over there.
And what I mean by that is, sometimes people will blend in, and this is the Jumpmaster system, which is basically, hey, I want to go here.
Let's land here.
Although, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to do that,
This is a
even
good
though he
LZ.
probably should do. I think everyone's going for the dropship. I don't know where
Okay.
we're going. But you can
Touchdown
see,
here.
like, you can direct yourself, you can still launch solo, but you can follow where people are going. This is incredibly useful because the combat is very team
It's time to drop,
focused.
shock, and
What
pop.
I found so far is you want to be doing damage to people based on the ammo drops. It's incredibly important to do that. You also want to stay together with your squad mates. You want to do stuff. So let's begin. Standard thing, you jump down, you get guns. Or in this case, sometimes you don't get guns. The game does have an infantry system, in which case you can see, you pick up a bunch of things and it fills up very quickly. This is a problem, in my opinion. I do not like how they handle like loot, mainly around the infantry system. I think they need to honestly address that, make it more streamlined, strip away a lot of the filler space. I think is the best way of describing it, because there's a lot of things that you just pick up and it just fills you full of just rubbish, honestly, and it's not really being useful. It's like, hey, you picked up a bunch of ammo that is not important. Yeah. In my opinion, it should be based on the Fortnite style of infantry system, where you can pick up as much stuff as you want, but you can only select 2 guns. I think that is much better way of doing it, and I feel that would be much more beneficial to the playstyle. You can see it's very pretty though. The art style sometimes though, people just blend in because of the colors that are used for most of the character models. People will blend in really easily. I do not like this. This is a flaw that most modern games these days seem to have, and I have no idea why developers will not address it by streamlining the color palette so it's easier to see people. And with that, oh yeah, we also have like loot drops out the backside. And what I mean by that is, you can pick up scopes, you can pick up this, you can pick up that. I honestly do not like that. It feels a bit, as you can see, I'm now full. So I'm probably going to drop that. Drop the energy rounds. And be done with it. We also have helmets and body armor. There's a bunch of things that they don't explain in this game, which is a problem, including body armor. The tutorial isn't bad for like the first basics, but it does not explain the infantry system, it does not explain infantry management, it does not explain like what body armor does, it does not explain what shields do. I still don't even know what they do. I'll be straight up honest with you. This guy has decided he's not going to stay with us. Here's the ping system where I can say, I'm going to go here. You can also have, I'm watching here, and various other things. We don't have full damage. In terms of mobility, it feels somewhat similar to Titanfall, but really reduced. It feels slower. Like, it is slower. They don't have any wall running in here. They have basic sliding and that's it. It feels like I'm a fat guy. I'm a fast fat guy, but I am a fat guy. It really does. For me personally, I love the movement in Titanfall. And this game not having it sort of sucks. Although you can sort of parkour a bit, you don't have. Ooh. Maybe I should keep that. Anyway, we also have the super quick run mode, which is nice. But yeah, I like this game sometimes, but the flaws that I don't like are so glaring to me that I really don't have any interest in it, and that is the infantry system with the art style, blending people in. I do not like that at all. Even on your teammates, if you look, that is very easy to just miss people. Like, it is very easy to do. Oh yeah, one thing as well is to discuss, I think, the monetization.
Attention, delivering care package.
Which I... Well,
Incoming care package.
see, look, full ammo. And all it is literally just full of crap. Like, there's nothing here. It's just, like, full of stuff. I just dropped that. See, I just have to, like, mess around doing this. Why? Like, why can it not just be automatic? Stop having me do busy work. You can also fill up your entire, like, infantry just with ammo. And that sucks. It really does suck. This is also a very slow game. Oh yeah, 60 players too. You do have, like, a little bit of mobility on certain characters, but honestly not that much. I feel like this game is going to get off to a good start, but it's not going to have the same success as Fortnite. And I don't think it's going to have the same success in general. It's got the right base, but there's something missing from it, and I feel the art style, and I'm going to have to keep banging on about it, just really holds it back. Like, not being able to see people properly sucks. It just sucks. Like, if they can adjust that, fix the infantry system, maybe make it a bit more mobile, I feel you have a better game. The problem I have is it really doesn't do enough to differentiate itself between other battle royale games. It really doesn't. It's basically the same, but with a couple minor tweaks, including some very good, like, stuff here,
Let's go this way.
which is very good, but it's not enough. Like, it really isn't enough.
We are inside the ring.
It's probably honestly better to play with friends compared to a lot of other ones, but it's not really, there isn't really a big hook to it, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is the next big thing, but I just can't see it. I think it's fun though. The combat is a bit of a drag sometimes. I feel the focus on having, like, high health is good. The only complaint I do have about that is the fact that sometimes it feels very Halo-esque, where you have to trade damage and you can't do 1 versus 3. But extra teamwork, that's fine. Uh-oh.
Oscar Mike. Airstrike en route. Double timing it. Given a mission. Moving here.
Can't see it.
Battling the enemy. I am repairing myself. Reloading.
Oh, I'm screwed.
Oscar Mike. I'm spotted.
Not much I can really do there. That was a really bad position to be in. Anyway, you can see, like, damage trading. It's important. That's pretty much what you do. You can't go 2 versus 1. You are very reliant on fighting in a group. Is that good enough for most people? Combat wise, I don't know. You can also see there people blend in really, really well. And they do blend in really, really well. So yeah, Apex Legends. It's another Battle Royale game. It doesn't do anything different. Apart from a bit of extra teamwork. That's it. There's my thoughts on it. Yeah, easy. No, nothing really else to say. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again next time.